y'all, so we are going to do a review of the Democratic National Convention. If you don't know, they are in Chicago right now. They're going to be, it's pretty much from August 19th through the 22nd. I personally could not make it this year, mainly because of prior commitments and travel plans that I have set for this week already. But we're still going to go and do a review and recap each day if possible. So day one was yesterday. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I did watch it, but I did not watch from beginning to end. I had it on. I fell asleep. I woke back up. And then this morning I had to catch myself back up and pretty much read articles and so forth and watch videos that I missed from the day prior. But from what I've seen, I will say this. They had a lot of energy. There was a couple of things that I was side-eyeing, specifically with Coach Kerr. Steve Kerr, he is the coach for the Golden State Warriors. I was kind of confused why he was there, but then again, he coached the U.S. basketball team. But I guess I was kind of more so confused on his endorsement. But that's neither here or there. Another thing is seeing VP Harris actually come out and speak. We all knew she was going to come out day one, but just to hear her actually speak and give a little spiel to whatever, that was shocking as well. Or I shouldn't even say the word shocking, but just like, oh, okay, took me in for a surprise. So ABC News 4, they did a little small recap. Obviously, it's only like 5 minutes long. It's not going to recap the entire convention. The entire convention was like 3 hours or so. So it's like, there's always going to be things that's missed, but we're going to see that and we're just going to talk through it. And I also want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions when it comes to this. So feel free to comment.
Good evening. It is so good to be with everyone this evening in this hall and everyone at home. This is going to be a great week.
Cheesing so hard. Okay, I don't know if it was just me deeping it, but whenever she first came out, the first thing I peeped was her suit, the tan suit. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, but when Barack Obama first wore his tan suit, it was like breaking news, he wore a tan suit. So I don't know if that was connected in any type of way or if I was just deeping it, but I just found it personally funny. I was like, oh snap, she has a tan suit on. But let's continue. Here goes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It is so fun to be back here in the United Center. And as you guys know, a lot of good stuff has happened in this building, especially in the 90s. You young people, Google Michael Jordan and you can read all about it, okay? So there was an amazing vibe in this building back in those days. I feel that same winning spirit here tonight.
Thank you, Chicago! Thank you, Chicago, for your energy. Thank you, Kamala Harris.
So the thing with AOC, I don't know what to consider her anymore. Like, I think like AOC is progressive, but then again, in the same breath, I feel like she's not. Like, it's almost like picking and choosing. Not saying it's a bad thing if she is or isn't. It's just like someone who's been following her from the beginning of her political career to now, I can definitely see a change, or the change of the dynamic of her political career, which you can always grow in your politics. Nothing's wrong with that. Me personally, I don't think I would classify her as a progressive anymore. I would probably see her more as but that's the thing, because a lot of the things that she pushes is still progressive, but then again, she lets certain things slide. For example, with Nancy Pelosi and her relationship. Nancy Pelosi's stock profile is like one of the most, like, just Google her stock profile. The amount of money that she makes off stocks, and I know, like, is crazy to me. But it's stuff like that that I'm just like, how come Nancy Pelosi doesn't get called out on that? Like, I don't know, y'all. I generally don't know. I get confused sometimes with AOC because it's like, I know she's part of the squad, but then again, it seems like she also is distancing herself from the squad, especially with what happened with Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman. It seems like she has like one foot in, one foot out, but that's neither here or there.
And Tim Walz for your vision. you. Thank you, Chicago, for your energy. Thank you, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, for your vision. And thank you, Joe Biden, for your leadership.
I see freedom from fear and intimidation, from violence and injustice.
Who would have thought she would thank Joe Biden? She used to, at one point in time, she was Joe Biden's biggest hater. Not gonna lie.
From chaos and corruption. I see the freedom to look our children in the eye and say, in America, you can go as far as your hard work and talent will take you, and mean it. And you know what? On the other side of that glass ceiling is Kamala Harris raising her hand and taking the oath of office as our 47th President of the United States.
I ran for president in 2020 because of what I saw in Charlottesville in August of 2017. Extremists coming out of the woods, carrying torches, their veins bulging from their necks, carrying Nazi swastikas and chanting the same exact anti-Semitic bile that was heard in Germany in the early 30s. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and the Ku Klux Klan.
I know y'all peep Joe Biden's energy now. Like, I feel like his energy prior to him dropping out and his energy now is like black and white. It's generally black and white. So I don't know if it was like the rest. Maybe he needed much needed rest. Allegedly, maybe they're saying that they have him on something. That's just alleged or reported. It's been reported, but I can't confirm or deny that, obviously. But I do see a difference in his energy and just the way that he even speaks. It's like black and white, but yeah.
So emboldened by a president then in the White House that they saw as an ally. They didn't even bother to wear their hoods. Hate was on the march in America. Calls America a failing nation. No, I'm serious. But think about this. Think about this. He publicly says to the whole world, I'm going to say something outrageous. I know more foreign leaders by their first names and know them well than anybody alive. Just because I'm so damn old. But I'm not joking. Think of the message he sends around the world when he talks about America being a failing nation. He says we're losing. He's the loser. He's dead wrong.
Who has this energy before?
For me and Jill, we know Kamala and Doug are people of character. It's been our honor to serve alongside them. And we know that Tim and Gwen Walz are also people of great character. Selecting Kamala was the very first decision I made when I became our nominee. And it was the best decision I made my whole career.
I don't know if I believe him when he says the best decision he's made his whole career, but I can't speak for him. Yeah, that's just the first day recap. Obviously, there's other people that spoke. I know Jasmine Crockett spoke. She actually got a little emotional. Raphael Warnock, he spoke as well. I know for day 2, Obama is set to speak along with Bill Clinton. First day, I think it was pretty solid. Like, from what we've seen, it was pretty solid. A lot of the stuff, they were obviously speaking about how bad Trump is. They haven't talked about policy just yet, but VP Harris is set to speak, I believe, on the 22nd, the last day, which is, what is that, Thursday or so? I don't even know at this point. Yeah, Thursday. It was, to me, it wasn't just, I wouldn't say it's like, I'm not gonna say it's underwhelming because it's like, it's day 1, but it's not like, ooh, like day 1, woo. I guess like maybe physically being there, it would be probably different in regards to like energy wise and excitement. But like I told you, I actually fell asleep in the middle of it and had to catch up a bit this morning. I also want to show y'all because apparently, let me show y'all what obviously they don't show you on camera, which is like this. Let's go ahead and play this. The protests that was happening outside of it. Mind you, they prepared for this prior. They knew that there was going to be a lot of protesters.
The whole world's watching. The whole world is watching. The whole. Shame on you.
Thank you so much. He's right here. I see him. Yeah.
It doesn't always look pretty, but what you saw today was training in action. What you saw today was constitutional and effective policing.
Being transparent, I will say some people who are protesting, I feel like they protest for like, some people who are protesting specifically for this cause, they don't even know what they're protesting for. I saw an interview of one guy, he was asking them, okay, so what brings y'all out here today? Like a lot of them couldn't even answer the question. This wasn't the Chicago specifically. This was a pro-Palestinian protest that was happening, I believe, in New York or something. And he was asking them legitimate questions. Oh, what brings you out today? And they couldn't even answer it. But I do think that doesn't represent the vast majority of them. A lot of them are not happy with Biden's administration as a whole. They're not happy with VP Harris. Yeah, do I think it's enough to like hurt VP Harris? I personally don't. I think it was enough to hurt Biden, but VP Harris being a woman of color, people are obviously going to automatically, specifically Black people, they're going to automatically support her, in which I disagree with. I don't agree with supporting someone based off of the fact that they're a woman or because they're Black or have Black in them. There's not a soul on God's green earth that can convince me to do that. But yeah, day one, like I said, it just seemed a lot outside of cameras. In front of the cameras, it seemed like it was high energy and stuff. Let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. What do you think? How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts on this just election in general? I know we're all probably on the same page where like, it's just like, yo, our head is spinning. A lot of people just do not want nothing to do with the Biden and VP, like, or walls. Like, nobody wants that much progressiveness, but let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. I love y'all all. This is Urak, connecting people with policy. Toodles!